Hello again, everybody, wherever you are, however you found us. This is Sword Talk. Welcome. Before we get into all the regular stuff, I just wanted to say one recurring fear I have is that I'm just going to run out of great stuff to show you. And it's a foolish fear, I know, because I keep running into great stuff that I want to show you. Just beautiful artistic pieces. If you're new to the show, welcome. We are a family of people interested in art, history, and told against the background of all things samurai. You have no need to have any previous samurai experience. We're just going to show you some beautiful historical swords, some from private collections, some for sale, mostly all antiques on the show. First, go to the website. It's American-samurai.com. Don't forget the dash. The dash is important. American-samurai.com. That'll explain our project. It'll explain who we are, and it'll also give you links to some of the back issues, videos of this show. We're totally unrehearsed, unscripted here. So we're just here to have fun, learn a little bit about samurai, and enjoy beautiful art. And that's what we have today. I thought the best intro was Joe Earl's book, which he labeled Lethal Elegance. This is a great book to have, by the way. I think it's out of print, but you can still get copies on eBay. It describes the collection, the samurai collection at the Boston Museum of Fine Art. Boston Museum of Fine Art, not samurai art. I've told you before that every art museum in the world, everyone, without exception, if it's of any notable size, has a samurai collection somewhere in their collection in the basement, which they view on a rotating basis. 98% of all museums' stock is in the basement. There's just a few that's on permanent exhibit. Samurai art is one of those things that they periodically bring out and excite everybody with. Boston Museum has over 30,000 Asian and samurai pieces. They have one of the largest. They have the largest in the United States, I believe. Other people have recognized that the samurai sword is fine art, and we've got a beautiful one for you today. No surprise, it is the tanto, the knife of a very, very prominent and powerful daimyo from 1441. Wow, it's almost 600 years old, and it has another record here at Sword Talk in that I got it in, I sold it out within 24 hours. First person I happened to show it to said, yeah, of course I want it. And but I said, I cannot ship it to you until I do a film and share it with my audience, the club, the family, because I really think you'll love this one. It has a lot of really great distinctive features. To go back to the website, because Andre will kill me if I don't say certain things. Subscribe, leave comments, see past episodes, send episodes to friends, families, even people you don't like. I don't care. Just anything that keeps us on the air, makes Andre happy, makes me happy, and lets me continue to do this show, which I have a real passion for. Now, almost everything I show you that's an antique has been certified, officially accepted by the NBTHK, the Society for the Preservation of Samurai Swords. So that paperwork is gold. It means that a panel of experts at some time has judged this, sometime in its history. An owner has submitted it for what we call shinza. It's passed. It's either certified as worthy of preservation, extreme worthy of preservation, or a national treasure. I don't show those because I can't afford to buy those. Many of the top-tiered antiques, while you can buy it, you cannot remove them from Japan. So they can be living in some museum and you get to say, hey, that's mine, but I have to keep it in Japan because the government, that's the law. If it reaches that kind of level of historical importance. Today's sword. It is a tanto from what we call the Muromachi period. This is one of the most collectible eras in all of samurai. This was part of a family collection. It is a true tanto. The size of the blade determines the category, katana, wakizashi, or tanto. As long as the blade is under 12 inches, it's considered a tanto or a knife. And many of the blades that I've shown you have been flirting with that 12-inch. 9, 10, one was even 11 3/4, still considered a knife. This one's a real knife. But it has a few distinctions. It's the first one that I've offered you that's double-bladed, not usual. Double hamon, the design that's on the blade. Really difficult to do, but artistically really beautiful. It has a copper habaki, but the other thing that really attracted me to it was the fitting. So exquisite are the fittings that this is one of those swords that are double papered. This one being double papered means that not only has the blade past shinza, but the koshire, the beautiful fittings. The koshire is everything other than the blade. Koshire translates into furniture. Rather odd description, but that's, I guess, kind of what it is. It dresses up the blade. The more prominent the owner, Daimyo, feudal lord, the more exquisite the koshire. So in reading the description on this, and again to review for people who are new, now that the show has become popular and we're all over the world, I get many people, collectors and families, who send me photos and descriptions of what they'd like me to buy. I see anywhere from 150 to 200 a month. I do not buy more than maybe one a month or two. I look for something that's exceptionally unique, exceptionally beautiful, beautiful and unique, historical, and so on. I am not technically in the antique sword business. I buy the swords for the show and pretty much quickly turn them over. On the website, there is a section called Antiques for Sale. There's, I think, 4 or 5 sold items that I left on the website under antiques because they're just absolutely gorgeous. And somebody has purchased them. They're now in private collections, but I wanted some of you to see it. And of course, you can always check the past videos on it. My main project is the 8 Samurai. Those are new blades that I have pretty much dedicated my life to completing. The show does antiques, so I will buy antiques to show you and then offer them for sale. On the description I got on this one, I think they had me on the fact that it was double papered. That obviously gets me to start looking. The menuki are solid gold, and the Japanese did not often deal with solid gold. They had perfected gold foil technique. I really encourage you to go to YouTube. There's documentary shows on how the Japanese do gold foil, and if you ever go to Japan, there's gold foiling workshops for tourists. It's a half-day thing where you get to make something out of Japanese gold foil. It's an incredible, lengthy process of how they produce the gold foil, how they compress gold into 1/1,000,000th of an inch of depth, and the beauty of the gold and the application to furniture and fittings like this is just exceptional. So while we in the West would say it's not solid gold, it's sometimes more beautiful. So they didn't often deal with solid gold. This one has it. Client said, yeah, I want that. The menuki is consisting of a series of bamboo leaves. We all have discussed before the significance of bamboo in samurai and Japanese culture, strength, flexibility, longevity. It's a very important symbol. Okay, and what else did I like about it? We've discussed this before. My weakness for the utility knife called the kozuka. And this one not only has a kozuka, it has a gorgeous kozuka of gold and shakudo. That's the black background that consists of copper mixed with gold. This one has the mon, the crest of a member of the shogunate group. I love kozukas. Those are utility knives that fit here in the side of the saya in their own little special compartment. I love the way they snap in. The kojiri at the end of the saya, I also like, usually they're really, really small. Usually they're plain horn of a water buffalo. Sometimes they're gold, sometimes they're silver. Often they're carved. This one, I like the long ones. This one has a long one. And it's shibuichi, which is silver mixed with gold. And it's beautifully, beautifully detailed in carving of leaves. It has a belt hook. Again, of the 10% of the swords that still retain the belt hook, they're usually plain water buffalo. This one isn't. It's decorated. It's got some gold on it, and it's carved. Again, it's pretty. And lastly, well, not lastly, but also, I told you we're unrehearsed here. Also the saya, which is normally one color, one texture. I love it when there's artistic design in it. This one has it. It's kind of a striped, different texture design on the saya. It's a work of art. It's just really gorgeous. And the other is the fushi kashira. Those are the fittings at either end of the handle. These have the mon, the crest of the family, and the crest of the shogun to show that he was in the service of the shogun. Has it beautifully carved. This is the kashira at the end. Absolutely gorgeous. And then it has, very dramatic, it has the head of a demon, which is actually for good luck. As a warrior symbol, because this Daimyo wanted to say, not only am I rich and powerful, but I'm a warrior, so don't mess around with me. Remember, the Japanese culture is the only one we know of where the men were not allowed to wear jewelry, so they wore their wealth and status on their swords. Get to carry that around like a Rolex watch or gold chains, as if to say, I'm a really important person. And thank God all of that has survived, because now we can enjoy it. So this is a great example of art from the Muromachi period. A great example of a double-edged tanto that you're going to rarely see, double hamon. Check the website. I'll have other pictures of it. This is a piece that I may never get anything like this in again. In other words, you can see why so right away. I'm trying. If any of you know of anybody who has a collection for sale, especially those that feature things like double-edged tanto, double hamon, anything unique. That's what we're looking for here on Sword Talk. Check our website, and again, subscribe, leave comments. I thank you for supporting our website. We always want to know how we can make things better. In the meantime, thanks for visiting us, and I'll see you next time on Sword Talk.